Hey, well done. Jeg heter Zachary Milord. Hey world, it is I, Zachary Milord, and yet again another YouTube video. Continuing on with the paganism series, we'll be discussing another form of paganism. This time, in this specific video, we will be going over the Balto-Finnic paganism. And so, to start off with this one, like with the Celtic one, I think more so than the Celtic one, there'll be some eyes raised and people will be wondering, what does the Balto-Finnic refer to? So let's get into that. Balto-Finnic refers to basically, so with Scandinavia is west of what is known as the Baltic Sea. To the east, we have some other various countries like Finland, Estonia, and Lithuania, and there's another one that's blinking my mind, but there are some countries to the east. This is the area we are talking about when we say Balto-Finnic paganism, is that we are referring to the paganism that comes from this general area of Finland, Lithuania, Estonia, and these sort of countries. And so, let's get into the specifics. Starting off with the gods. Who do they worship? And so, I'll be going over with this Wikipedia page. We'll be reading off some names of some key deities it gives off. So first off, we have Ukko, who apparently there might be another name, Perkele. This is essentially, Ukko is essentially the Finno-Baltic or Balto-Finnic version of Thor. However, this version of Thor holds more of an Odin position, because they are, and so this makes him probably another way to equate this. This makes him more like a Zeus sort of thing, because Ukko, like Thor, is a god of the sky and thunder and all these sort of things, lightning, all that, storms. However, Ukko is also in the Balto-Finnic lore or mythology. He is the king of the gods, unlike Thor in the Norse. So that is one thing that's interesting. Another god that it names off is someone named Yumi, who name-wise it says could be related to Jumala. It doesn't say much else besides that. Another deity it names off is one called Ati, who is, I guess, a deity of the water. Another one is Tapio, who would be a deity of the forest. It names another one, Ekres, who would be the god of fertility. Another one, Mielikki, is the goddess of forest and the hunt. Another one, Ku, the goddess of the moon, and Lempo, the god of wilderness and archery. And it names some other deities. Says something about the deities that started out as humans, supposedly. Deities like Venemurinen and Ilmarinen. And yeah, so I guess they had hero worship, kind of like with the Greeks and Hercules. So yeah, that's some of the gods it names. Outside of that, let's see. I know it was saying with the afterlife, their situation was a lot more similar. with the Greeks, where they kind of just believe in a sort of underworld that you go to. One difference, at least what I would consider a difference from my knowledge, is that it was saying that in their sort of underworld, you're just eternally sleeping. And so your life would be your one chance to be conscious, I would imagine. And then when you do get to the Finno-Baltic or Balto-Finnic, I keep reversing, it doesn't matter that much, version of their underworld, you just kind of would be eternally asleep, which in my mind would mean you're just unconscious for eternity. Let's see. If you do go on the Wikipedia site, they have some stuff about the birth and end of the world, and what the world is sort of viewed as. Which might be worth giving a read. Aside from that, I will say, here in the States, there are not going to be a lot of Balto-Finnic Pagans. I don't think many people know of much of that area here. The closest thing would be Finland. Gets a little famous here and there, but still not much is known. Our idea about Finland is sauna and reindeer and snow, and that's about it. For the most part, that's what most Americans would think, if they know anything at all. But yeah, as far as the paganism itself, I would imagine, from the sounds of what I've read, it's more of a nature-focused paganism. And so you probably, kind of like with the Celts, spend time out in the forest or in wilderness, and like with the others, you would probably put up offerings for different things, for peace in the family, or for fertility, to have a big family, or for fertility for the harvest, to have much food, maybe even other things, success in life or something. I don't know too much. I haven't personally met any Balto-Finnic pagans or come across any. I definitely think this is a rarer form of paganism, but that is basically what I know, and what I can guess is, if anything, it's going to be most similar to the Celtic and the Norse paganisms. So you could probably bring some of those traditions over. Of course, I'm not saying it's 100%, but yeah. The only other thing I can add personally is I do know that they have a lot, or not a lot necessarily, but they do have their mythologies written, so you can give their mythologies a read, which will then inform more about sort of their practices and beliefs and stuff. But that's what I know. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, share it to friends and family that might enjoy my content, and subscribe if you're willing. And yeah, that's all I really have for this one. It's probably not the most coherent. I'm relying on internet information, which is not always the most accurate. But yeah, that's what we have. And yeah, well, I'll see you in the next one. Until then, hey-do.